Welcome and good evening. Welcome and thank you so much for attending our guide to member benefits. Because one thing about a benefit, it cannot benefit you unless you know about the benefits. So tonight it is going to be a treat because we're going to tell you all about the benefits that you get just for being a Patelco member. Good evening. My name is Veronica Dangerfield, and I am so delighted to welcome you tonight to this evening's webinar because you are the best. Have anybody told you that today yet? Oh, then I'll do it. You are the best. So welcome. And today, you guys, is National Professional House Cleaners Day. Did you know that this industry employs approximately 3.25 million people, creating a positive economic impact in the marketplace? When I was a teenager, I'd never cleaned, I just moved. This place is filthy. I'm out of here. Also, it is National Monte Cristo Day. Now, that isn't a account, but that is actually a sandwich. It is a sandwich that is made, I think they use French toast and they put ham and cheese in it. So if you're hungry, please recognize that it's Monte Cristo Day and have a wonderful sandwich. And also, right along the food, it is National Apple Dumpling Day. And you know it's apple season, right? You can go up to Apple Hill and get some apple cider, and you can get some apple juice, and you can get some apple fritters. So don't neglect apple dumpling today. So you guys, please, I see that everybody, hi Diana, is saying hello to each other on the chat. That's the way we do it here in Patelco. We're one big happy family. So use the chat for comments. Also, if you have specific questions, please use the Q&A. Please understand, as much as we would like to, we won't be able to answer all of your personal questions. However, if you go to patelco@webinars.com, we will be delighted to see if we can support you. If the chat distracts you, please minimize them. And remember that it's important to be kind. And guess what? We're going to have 3 gift cards. Yes, 3 Amazon gift cards for randomly chosen for your attendance. Our next upcoming webinar happens on October the 8th, and it's estate planning, the basics. And it has one of my favorite webinar host. So you guys got to come and see Ed. And he tells you how to make sure that you protect your family, not only now, but right into eternity. Right on. So you guys are in for a treat because now I get to introduce our Andrew. Clever, intelligent, friendly, and even a little sparkly. You will find our Andrew. He is the perfect remix of extrovert, knowledge, and information. He is every mother's wish and every father's dream. You guys are so lucky. Please welcome my good friend, Mr. Andrew.
Wow. Thank you, Veronica. Every single time you give me the best introductions, I should just start carrying you around with me everywhere I go so you can introduce me everywhere. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew. Welcome to tonight's webinar, which is a guide to your member benefits here at Patelco. So this evening, what we're going to do is kind of do a full overview of what Patelco has to offer as far as tools and things that we can do to be a benefit to your overall financial well-being. So whether that be kind of explaining a bit about our regular products and services, our checkings and our savings accounts, and how you can best utilize those features to really kind of get you what you need. We're also going to talk about other perks, benefits, tools, resources, things that you may not know even exist within your Patelco membership that you have access to really maximize the use of your Patelco account and make sure you are continuing on the path of financial prosperity. So this is going to be a full comprehensive dive into our products, our services, our programs, our features, our tools, our resources, all that good stuff. Our goal here is just to help support your financial well-being with a lot of the tools that we have that you may not even know about. So for those of you who are not familiar, my name is Andrew Farrell. I am a community engagement specialist and financial educator here at Patelco Credit Union. I've been with Patelco for about 8 years now, and I've actually been in this role for about 3 years. Before that, I worked at a branch. So I started in the Concord branch, was a teller for a while, was a banker for a while. Then I moved to Sacramento and was a regional lead. So I've hopped around all the branches over there in Sacramento. And now I've been in this role, like I said, about 3 years. I really, really love it. I love financial education. I love being out in the community. I love engaging with people. It's really my bread and butter. I plug this every single time I do my webinars, but anyone who lives in or around the Oakland area, I also host a weekly trivia night in Oakland as well at Mad Oak Bar in Oakland every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. It's a good time. It's free trivia. It's a really great, diverse, fun group of people who come. Pretty good crowd. Great food there. Would recommend anyone in or around the Oakland area every Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Mad Oak Bar. Hopefully I can see you there. My goal, or kind of like what I try to take as my approach with my role here, is just to encourage everybody to adopt some sort of a lighthearted or optimistic approach to their finances. I know that financial situations can be stressful. We don't want them to be any more stressful than they actually need to be, though. So if we can meet the situation with optimism, hopefully optimism can then be given back to us. So with all of that said, I want to start by talking about the main pillars of financial wellness. There are 4 main pillars of financial well-being, and I am going to talk a little bit about what they are and how we try to help optimize you in each of those pillars to make sure that in whatever step you are in your financial journey, you are making good choices and you have good options available to you. So the first pillar of financial well-being is the save pillar. This is one of the ones that some people struggle with the most. It's one of the ones some people find are the most important. I think all 4 pillars are very, very important. But to save is just kind of put money aside for yourself, so you have some kind of nest egg or some kind of access to a situation whenever emergencies come. For saving, what we try to do is automate your growth so you can save more without thinking about it. We try to help you unlock some discounts. So on things that you're already spending money on, hopefully you can keep a little bit more money in your pocket for those things. And then just overall increase and boost your overall financial momentum. That is our goal, to help you save better. Spend is one of my favorite ones, but spend is not just going out and spending money and having a good time. Spending is really the only thing that money is actually good for when you think about it. We can save money, we can put money aside, but what we are doing when we're putting money aside is so that we have it in case we do need to spend it on an emergency. So when you are spending money, you want to make sure you're doing mindfully, you want to make sure you're doing it responsibly, and you want to make sure you're doing it optimally, I guess. So with spending, we want to help you track and optimize your everyday uses. So when you're spending money, you are doing it in a way that is most advantageous to you and helps your money actually go further. Borrowing, lending, spending money that you have to pay back. At Patelco, we strive to help people not only begin their credit journeys, not only manage their credit, but also rebuild credit if they need to as well. If you're ever in a situation where your credit maybe took a hit and you need a little bit of a help getting it boosted back up, we want to be able to offer products and services that can help you do that, as well as save on interest on loans that you may already have. And last but not least is plan, having that financial security and that mental security with your finances as well. We want to be able to offer you expert guidance. We want to give you educational tools. We want to give you great resources that are going to help keep you informed, help keep you protected, and help keep you sort of on the straight and narrow path to, again, financial prosperity. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to do one of these. Sorry, the light was like blinding me. Okay, we're back. So we're going to start by talking about the saving feature. We have two main savings accounts that are our, I guess, high interest or high yield savings accounts. This might be a review to a lot of you. A lot of people might already have our money market accounts open. But I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of the types of high yield savings accounts that we offer, what the differences are to make sure that you are in the appropriate account for you and for your needs. So Money Market Select is our standard money market savings account that we've had for many, many years. It's a great account. It's a very easy account to use. And Money Market Plus is our newer kind of counterpart to our Money Market Select. This we've had for maybe about 2 or so years now. If you have one and not the other, if you are not sure what the differences between the two are, guess what? You have come to the right place here tonight. So our Money Market Select is just our standard money market savings account. The way that this works is it has a 2% annual percentage yield on the savings account on the first $2,000. After that, it is a tiered rate depending on your balance. So I'll start by saying there is no additional account requirement. There's no monthly fee. There's no service fee. There's no direct deposit requirement. No additional stipulation for this. You can just have this money market savings account, keep $2,000 in it, earn 2%. You can keep $1 in it and earn 2% on that $1. Anything from $1 to $2,000, again, no minimum, you earn 2% back on it. Once you exceed $2,000, that is when the rate starts to fluctuate depending on your balance. So let's say you're at 2,000, you get a $500 check and you put it in your Money Market Select. You now have $2,500 in there. The first 2,000 is always going to earn 2% APY. The additional $500 is going to drop down to the next rate tier, which is 1.5%, and you'll get a blended rate depending on what those balances are. That goes up to $3,000 for that tier. So again, say you have $5,000 in this Money Market Select. The first 2,000 always gets 2% APY. The next 3,000 gets 1.5% APY, giving you a blended APY of 1.7%. From there, it drops to another tier. So the next $5,000 earn 1%. So let's say you have $10,000 in Money Market Select. 2,000 is always going to get 2%. 3,000 always going to get 1.5%. The next 5,000 earns 1%. Blended APY becomes 1.35%. So that's how that one works. The way it's structured that way is because industry standard for a lot of money market savings accounts is that you have to have a minimum balance of, a crazy high dollar amount that not everybody has available to put in liquid savings. We wanted to be able to offer a product where if you can't meet criteria, or you can't meet a set minimum balance in liquid savings, that you're still able to earn a little bit more interest. So that is where this Money Market Select comes into play. Now, let's say you're someone like me who's like, okay, Andrew, that's all fine and good, but I use my Patelco account every day. If there were a criteria, I'd probably be able to meet it. If I had an account where I could put some more money and have more growth, that would be better for me. Don't worry, we have a solution for you as well, and that is our newer Money Market Plus account. So the way this one works is it is 3% APY, and then the rate actually raises from there depending on your balance. So once you hit 50,000, rate goes to 3.51% APY. Once you hit 100,000, you get 3.75. 250,000 gets you 4% APY. So the rate goes up depending on how much you have. The only stipulation for this one is that you have an active checking account that receives a $500 minimum monthly deposit in the account. That can be a direct deposit. That can be you going into a branch with cash and, slapping it down on the teller counter. Whatever, however it gets there, as long as it is new money each month hitting into a corresponding checking account, you are eligible for 3% minimum on your Money Market Plus. Again, there's no minimum balance for this. There's no monthly fee. There's no direct deposit requirement for the Money Market Plus. The only requirement to get the higher rate is that you have the active checking account that, again, gets a $500 minimum balance. So if you are like me, Patelco is my main account. I get my direct deposit in my checking account. I am already hitting that $500 monthly deposit without even thinking about it. This is the great account for me because I'm going to get a higher rate without really having to do anything extra. If you're someone who wants to have a membership maybe separate and you can't commit to having an active checking account, or maybe you're 16, you have your first job and you are getting paychecks that are smaller because you're still in school working part-time, whatever the reason is, Money Market Select might be a better option for you there. So those are the differences between the two. Just wanted to make sure everyone understands them and is in the appropriate high interest savings account for them. Now, you've got your account set up, but now you want help with saving without really thinking about it. We have our Roundup feature. Roundup is a great way to automate your savings without not even thinking about saving, but honestly, without even really noticing that you're saving. So the way that Roundup works is you spend with your debit card the way you regularly would. So you use your debit card for your regular everyday purchases. You go to the grocery store, swipe your debit card, go to the coffee shop, swipe your debit card, spend as normal. It will then save automatically based on the change that you have for each purchase. So the way I look at Roundup is it's sort of like carrying a virtual or a digital little piggy bank around with you in the form of your debit card and your online banking anywhere you go. So let's say you swipe your card at the grocery store for $75.75. It will round your purchase up to $78. So 78 will come out of your checking account. 75 of that goes to pay the grocery stores. The other 25 cents will be saved automatically into your savings account for every single purchase. So it's just like carrying your change and throwing it in a piggy bank, only it's all done virtually with your debit card linked to your checking account. And if you really want to accelerate your savings and save even more, you can actually do a boost. So you can set aside more for each purchase, and you can opt into either doing 3 times or 5 times savings. So same scenario, $75.75 with a one-time roundup, just that extra 25 cents is what gets put aside. Let's say you select the 3 times boost. Instead of taking 25 cents out, it'll round it up 75 cents and put that into your savings account. 5 times boost will do $1.25. So it's that times of what the change for the roundup is, we will automatically save for you. So you can put money away without thinking about it. And honestly, again, without really noticing it, because with each purchase, what's an extra 25, 35, 75 cents? You can save a couple $100 every year by doing this. It's very great. You do not notice it. You do not think about it. You just have a nice little nest egg for yourself that you build kind of passively. It's a great tool. And you can opt into this either on your online banking or your phone, your mobile app, whatever. It's just a couple clicks to opt in. We also offer some great partner discounts. So Patelco membership offers discounts on everything from vehicle purchases to vacations to trust planning. Our partner programs benefit our members in their regular everyday lives so that you can stretch your money a little bit further. These are some of the companies that we partner with. So Intuit TurboTax, members save up to 20% when filing federal taxes with TurboTax. This also is all on our website. So this QR code right here, anybody who's interested in our partner discounts, if you scan that QR code, it will take you to the member benefits page on our website where we have details for all of these. AutoSmart is a really great vehicle shopping marketplace where you can research and shop for new cars and used cars. There's low rates on there. You can review thousands of new and used cars. You can learn the Blue Book value for used cars. You can find local dealerships. You can get pre-approved. It's a full online service that is totally free and easy to use for our members. We also have enterprise car sales. So you can receive up to a 1% annual percentage rate discount on your Patelco auto loan rate if you buy it through enterprise car sales. I can actually speak from experience on this. I got my last car through enterprise and I have nothing but wonderful things to say about the experience. There's no haggle pricing, so the prices are already marked what they are, and they're quite low competitively. You're in and out in 30, 45 minutes. It's very, very easy to do the actual, finalizing the loan. And Enterprise will sometimes have their own sales throughout the year as well, where you can actually stack those discounts. So for example, I got my vehicle right before the pandemic hit when rates were already pretty low, and I got it for a President's Day weekend sale. So I had my 1% rate discount for buying my car through Enterprise and financing with Patelco. I also got, I think, a 0.5% rate discount for it being the President's Day sale. So I ended up getting like a 1.5% rate discount for financing my vehicle. It was wonderful. Trust and will, estate planning is something that we will all probably have to do at some points in our lives. We have partnered with company Trust and Will to offer our members estate planning services. And as a Patelco member, you also get 25% off a will or trust. Get away today. If you are like me and you like to travel, this is a great way to plan your vacation. There's a lot of special discounts for hotels, cruises, even tickets to Disneyland. If you want to take your family to the happiest place on earth, we got you covered there too. And then we also offer car rental discounts for Patelco members from National Car Rental, also through Alamo and through Enterprise. All of these discounts, like I said, are available to you on our website. Scan that QR code or just go to patelco.org and search for the member benefits, and you'll find more information for all these there. And one last tool I have for saving. Anybody who may be experiencing some sort of financial hardship right now, we are partnered with a platform called Spring4, which is also built into our website. And it is very, very, very easy to use and a great tool to have at your fingertips if you're looking for some local community resources to help you save. So the way Spring4 works, you pop this up, plug in your zip code, you check what boxes that you are currently needing assistance with. If you're out of work or underemployed, if you're looking to spend less on food, if you're looking for ways to lower your utility costs, whatever it may be, check those boxes, hit submit, and it will bring up a list of local resources for you to use with a little bit of details for each one. So I put in my zip code here. I'm in San Francisco now. This popped up some locations in San Francisco that either offer food assistance, offer some, employment opportunities. You can see right here, this one says Espanol, so it offers Spanish-speaking resources as well. It's a great, super easy, super straightforward way to find these resources in your community that can help you save on some things that you may be struggling with. So that's another resource that we offer. All right, moving on to the next financial well-being pillar, that being spend. I will talk briefly about our main checking accounts. So we do have our standard free checking account, which is no monthly fee, no minimum balance requirement, no direct deposit requirement, a totally free, no frills, easy to use credit checking account. We are also partnered with our checking accounts with the co-op network. So you have 30,000 plus fee-free ATMs you can use throughout the country. Pretty much all credit unions are a part of the co-op network. So I've talked about it. I'm from Dayton, Ohio myself. I have a credit union out there that I use. I can use that credit union at Patelco's ATM for free and vice versa for free. 7-Elevens are also included in there. It is actually the largest ATM network in the country, so plenty of accessibility with our checking accounts as well. Those of you who do have your Patelco checking account and maybe are hesitant to use it at ATMs that are not Patelco ATMs, we have you covered. If you go to their website, the Co-op Network website, just Google Co-op Network, you can, again, plug in the location you're going to, and it will bring up all of the ATMs that you can use for free, and there are quite a few of them. We also have our plus checking. So for those of you who want a little bit more out of your checking account than just a standard free account, we do offer this as a great tool as well. The plus checking has a $6.95 a month fee, but what that gets you is all sorts of perks and benefits and things that you can use to help support your financial health and wellness. So first and foremost, Easy Shield identity theft protection comes with that. That is total comprehensive coverage of your social security number, does dark web monitoring, does all kinds of stuff to keep your identity safe. We also offer cell phone protection with our plus checking. So as long as you pay your phone bill with your plus checking account, we will cover up to 3 phones for you with a maximum of $400 per claim and a maximum of 2 claims per year. So total for $800 for the year. This can cover phones that are broken or are stolen, and this can be stacked on whatever additional cell phone protection that you have with your phone provider. So it's just additional coverage. We also do the Roundup Savings with a 10% Patelco match. So I explained Roundup Savings earlier. If you opt into Roundup Savings with plus checking, not only will your change be converted into your savings account, but Patelco will also do a 10% match for each transaction as well to help you accelerate your savings even further. We do free credit monitoring. So as part of your plus checking benefits, you will receive free credit monitoring across all 3 bureaus. And this includes your free quarterly credit report as well. And you can receive alerts if anything changes on your credit that's super crazy. We also do 24/7 roadside assistance. So we'll cover up to $80 per incident, up to 4 times for every 12 months. This can be for towing, flat tire, battery change, whatever. And again, this can also be used on top of whatever existing roadside assistance you have with like your insurance or AAA. It is just additional coverage that is, again, all included in just this one $6.95 fee a month. The 2 ATM fee rebates per month is really cool because there's actually no dollar amount for how much they'll do. They will do 2 per month. Anything in excess of that you still unfortunately have to pay. But if you are using an ATM that is out of network, let's say you're in Las Vegas, as I like to go to, and you use one of those ATMs in the casinos that can sometimes charge you, I don't know, 10, 15, $20 to use the ATM. If you do two of those in a month, Patelco is going to reimburse those two fees for you a month. That in and of itself covers the $6.95 a fee right there. And then we also have a separate app that goes along with our plus checking where you can click on like the shopping tab and it will pull up all sorts of restaurants and dining and places like that in the area that have coupons and discounts that you can use as well. So you get a lot of discounts on dining, shopping, entertainment, all that good stuff. And that is all under the plus checking umbrella for $6.95 a month. So if you are someone who just doesn't want to pay any monthly fee based on principal, we do have that option for you with the free checking. If those perks do sound good to you and you think $7 a month is doable, go ahead and try our plus checking out. You can always convert back and forth. So if you try the plus checking and decide that after a couple months you're not really using the benefits, you can always switch back to a free checking and vice versa. But I do want to notify everybody that we have this available for you. We also have a feature called Cashback Plus that you can access on your online banking as well. So this is where you can earn up to 20% cash back on your everyday purchases by just buying gift cards for yourself at stores that you may already be shopping at. So for those of you who have not used Cashback Plus, I'm going to show you some screenshots of how it is done on the mobile app. You go again to your mobile app, you sign in, there's like that more tab and then a section that's like rewards. If you click that, there should be a Cashback Plus thing that you can select, and it will pop this up, which has all the offers for the companies that we're partnered with Cashback Plus. It'll have the standard ones that are always offering some sort of percentage or some sort of kickback. This one I'm showing you is some of the limited time offers, so you can see if you buy a gift card at IHOP, you get 20% in cash back. You go to Home Depot, 10% cash back. American Eagle gives you 15% cash back. If you're already planning on going to IHOP and taking the family out for breakfast, go ahead and just buy yourself a gift card and get a little bit of a kickback for it too, because why not? I will show you what you do next. So let's say you click on one of these. I'm going to click on the Amazon one, which is also partnered with Cashback Plus, to get a 10% cash back because I use Amazon quite a bit. You then select what gift card you want to do or what amount you want. So if you do a $30 Amazon gift card, you're going to get $3 back in your cashback account. $50 gets you $5 back, so on and so forth. You select it, you go, you pay with your linked checking account. It will give you an e-gift card, a little code that you can use to either enter it in your Amazon balance or, take it to IHOP and they can scan it for you when you're going to check out. But that dollar amount that you get back will then be sitting in your cashback balance. Once you get a dollar amount that you want to withdraw, you can then transfer from that balance into your checking account with Patelco. It shows up pretty quickly. It's super easy. Again, this is just another way to optimize your spending. If you're going to be spending that money at Amazon anyway, if you're going to be spending that money at Home Depot or IHOP anyway, you may as well check this cashback feature first and see if there's a way that you can get a kickback. Target, I know, also is normally a partner with Cashback Plus. So if you're somebody who shops at Target a lot, definitely look into this because those purchases can add up. And again, it is just a free kickback. It's already money that you're planning on spending at these places. You may as well get a little bit of a bonus back to help kind of boost your finances a bit. For those of you who want more information on Cashback Plus, I do have a QR code here as well. They actually have, this will take you to our website that has the cashback area, and there's a little like video module you can follow along with if you want to learn more and see more about how it's done. We also have our financial insights tab. This is something I use quite a bit. It helps me stay on track with my budgeting, helps me stay on track with my spending, make sure I'm not overspending in any categories. Basically, you can see here, this is for like your desktop version. You can select what month you want to look at. And then it will give you a little breakdown of how much you spend in each category. So this says how much in September I spent for online services, loans, healthcare and pharmacy, so on and so forth. And it also has on the tab right here your recurring expenses. So you can click on any one of these and it will tell you the date that it most recently came out. So if you want to stay on top of those monthly expenses and not be surprised when those hit, this will be a place that kind of has them all in one place for you. It's very easy to stay on top of. You can go to your transactions and it will, again, have them all categorized by type. You can see right here in the top right where the transactions is, where there's like an edit button. If anything is categorized incorrectly or you want to change the categorization for your own budgeting purposes, you can go in and do that as well. This can be as automated or as hands-on as you want it to be. And there's also a really cool tool on Financial Insights where you can set savings goals for yourself. So this is one. I am planning on going to Australia next year. I have a new savings goal set for myself. You can put in the dollar amount that you want to save for. You can put in the target date that you want to save for it. You can even on your app set up automatic transfers to make it hit on that day, but this will tell you what percentage you are towards it, how long it will take you to hit, what you'll need in order to make that date. It's a great way to kind of stay on top of your savings goals. And this is all, again, available to you on your online banking. If you need help with budgeting or want it to be a little bit more hands-on with your spending so you can track it better, Financial Insights I would recommend for anybody to use. All right. That is spend. We are now going to move into borrow. So I'll talk about our credit cards here. I don't want to get too in the weeds on all of these, but I'll give a very brief overview of our three main credit cards that we offer. First is our Pure MasterCard. As you can see on all of these, the first bullet point for all of them is no annual fee. None of our credit cards have an annual fee, which is a great perk, I think, for all of our members. Pure credit card has rates starting at 10.75% annual percentage rate. And there's no points, there's no, bonuses or anything affiliated with the Pure card. But what's really great about the Pure card is our balance transfer feature. So if you have a credit card, say with Wells Fargo, and you have a $3,000 balance on it, but the interest rate is like 30%, and you're paying a lot of interest and not a lot towards principal, what you can do is come over to Patelco. You can apply for a Pure MasterCard. Once we get that approved for you, you then have 90 days to do a balance transfer. So you can bring us your Wells Fargo statement, say, here is my $3,000 I owe my Wells Fargo. We will cut a check for that amount, go and pay off the Wells Fargo card, and bring that balance over here to your Patelco card. The first 6 months after doing that, we give you 0% interest. So if you're able to, you can really chip away and pay it down then when you have no interest. At the end of that 6 month introduction period, the rate just goes to whatever the rate regularly would have been, which is still likely going to be lower than a lot of those big banks or even like those retail store credit cards. Our points reward MasterCard rates for this start at 12.4% annual percentage rate. This is great if you're looking to earn a little bit more rewards back with your credit card spending. We give you 2 points back in every dollar spent in gas and groceries on this, and 1 point in every dollar spent anywhere else. And then you can redeem those points for statement credit, cash back, gift cards, prizes, whatever. It's just another way to get more of a kickback on your regular spending. And if you are looking to rebuild your credit, we can do Pure secured MasterCards. This is just if you need to either start or rebuild. You can put money into a secured savings account, which will fund your kind of collateral for your credit card, anything from $300 to $10,000, depending also on how much you're willing to set aside and your credit worthiness. This has a flat low rate right now of 10.45% APR. All these rates, of course, are subject to change, but that's currently what we're offering for this. And this is good if you're looking to rebuild credit because we are not giving any money right away. We're able to approve a lot more people with this. So it's a great product to help get back on your feet. And you just have to put a little bit aside for the amount that you want to secure the credit card with. Speaking of rebuilding credit, we are about to talk about my favorite product that Patelco offers, and that is our Score Up Credit Builder Loan. So this is a product that we have that can either help establish or rebuild a positive credit history, and also kind of indirectly helps you boost your savings as well. So the way the Score Up Credit Builder Loan works is you will apply for a loan amount anywhere from $500 to $5,000, and you can apply for a term anywhere from 6 to 36 months. We can structure it to get a monthly payment that's going to fit your wallet. You are not putting any money down right away, though. It kind of works like a personal loan where you're applying for a dollar amount for a term, you get approved, we put that money in an account, nothing that you have to give upfront. The only difference is we are putting that money in a secured savings account as opposed to an account that you can access. So you do not have access to that money until you pay the loan off. This is why we're able to approve a lot of people for this. As long as your debt to income ratio says that you're able to pay the loan off, you should be able to get approved. Approval laws are very, very high for this product because you're not getting any money up front. We're putting it in an account that you can't touch, but you do start paying it off right away. What that accomplishes is a couple things. First, you are able to get approved for on paper an unsecured loan that you ordinarily would not maybe be able to get approved for if you're someone who has no credit or challenged credit. All the while you're making the payments on that loan, it is reporting to the credit bureaus as you making positive payments on an unsecured personal loan. So you're getting good credit activity that you may not ordinarily have access to. And then at the end of the term that you select, let's say you do, I don't know, $3,000 for a 36-month term. At the end of that 36 months, that $3,000 then becomes available to you. So you now have essentially saved because you have that $3,000. And guess what? You have nothing to pay off because you've already paid it off ahead of time. So you're saving indirectly, and you are also rebuilding your credit. Has a fixed rate of 5.5%. So the interest rate on this is not even that much. And again, no credit needed, no upfront costs for this. It is just a great way to rebuild your credit and yeah, boost your savings a little bit. We also offer our Level Up, which is a repayment incentive program. This is just you getting rewarded for making on-time loan payments. So if you make 12 consecutive on-time monthly payments on one of our qualifying loans, your rate will be reduced up to 0.5% per year. These rate reductions reduce the amount of interest charged, so you'll be paying the principal amount earlier. Your monthly payment doesn't change, but because your rate is getting lower, you are paying more towards principal, less towards interest, and you're going to be paying the loan turn off quicker and saving more money in the process. We can do this up to 3 times, so up to 1.5% over the life of the loan, or until you hit the floor rate, whichever one comes first. So the floor rate at the type of funding, floor rate being the lowest rate that we will offer for that loan term. If you're already there, you're already at the floor rate. Unfortunately, you're not able to be getting the rate reductions, but if you're a little bit higher than the floor rate at the time of funding, we can drop it to that if you make your payments on time every month for 12 consecutive months. Let's say you make your payment on time for 8 months, and then the 9th month you miss your payment. No need to fret. The clock just resets the next time that you make a positive payment. It's not a calendar year or anything. It's just 12 consecutive payments. You do that, we drop it at 0.5%. There is nothing else you have to do. You don't have to sign any paper for this. You don't have to call us and say, I want to opt in to Level Up. You don't have to call us and say, I've made 12 payments. I need my rate reduced. As long as this is on an eligible loan product, which it automatically is for all eligible loan products, you are automatically enrolled. And the eligible products for this are like auto loans, personal loans, consumer loans like that. So credit cards aren't eligible because, it's a revolving line. The payment amount is, fluctuating. The interest rate is fluctuating. But eligible loans are all good for Level Up. So it's a great way to save on interest, again, without realizing it, without thinking about it, just by making your payments on time. We also offer a switch to save tool. So if you are looking to refinance, we have this tool as well. Refinancing can also help you save on interest, can also help get you into a more affordable loan term and free up some more cash in your budget. So this is also available on our website. I've got a QR code right here. I got a lot of QR codes in this that will take you to where you need to go. Basically, you just plug in the information for your existing loan. So you plug in your current interest rate, your current loan balance, what your current monthly payment is, plug in the type of vehicle that we're looking for, a range of what you think your credit score is, and then hit calculate savings. Patelco will then tell you what you could be saving if you were to switch your auto refinancing over to us. If you're in a situation where your loan rate is already better than we can offer, we will tell you that too. We want to make sure that we're very transparent. We are not trying to get anyone make a financial decision that is not going to benefit them. So even if you just want to do this for peace of mind to see if your rate that you have actually is one of the best rates that are out there, feel free to use this tool. It's just a great way to compare what your existing rate is on your auto loan, if you do have an auto loan, to what rates we could be offering you, and maybe potentially save you some interest or give you the knowledge that you're already in really good shape. So if you have not checked this out, if you have an auto loan, I would recommend everybody scan that QR code. It just takes a minute or two. And it's a great way to give you some peace of mind and maybe some more information on how you can save some money on interest. All righty, let's move on to plan. So Patelco offers certified financial coaching. You can get personalized financial advice with one of our CFSs, that's certified financial specialist. And they can help you with pretty much any kind of financial situation that you're currently going through. So if you need help with creating savings goals for yourself, you need help with understanding short, long-term, mid-term goals and creating the right savings plan for you, a CFS can help you with that. If you need debt reduction plans, you need someone to help sit you down and make a debt reduction strategy for yourself, a CFS can help you with that. If you need help creating a budget, you want to bring in your statements, you want to bring in your income and have somebody sit down and work out how we can fit this into an existing budget, how we can maybe make some cuts, and how we can stretch your dollar so that you have a plan for your money, guess what? A CFS can help with that. If you need help rebuilding credit, you are maybe in a situation where you have a bankruptcy or you have charged off loans or you have something that you need a little bit more one-on-one help with, guess who can help with that? A Patelco CFS. It is a free service that we offer to our members, patelco.org/financial journey. You can go to that website. You can put in, what you need help with. You can send a referral over to our CFSs and they can be in contact with you. They can meet you virtually. They can meet you in a branch. They can really meet you at your level with what you need. And again, it's a free service that we offer to our members. Anybody who has help with any sort of financial hardship, definitely reach out to one of our CFSs. They are all wonderful people. We also have some great wellness resources on our website as well. If you just have some spare time and want to get a little bit more financial education or financial knowledge, we have our financial wellness library. And guess what I have for you guys? That is right, a QR code that will take you to our financial wellness library. It'll take you to patelco.org/financial-wellness, which takes you to all of our articles, things like that. Here we have just tools, resources, articles on budgeting, credit and debt, college planning, retirement planning, whatever sort of financial information you need. We have a lot of different articles and resources within our library. It really is a very full, comprehensive library. This is actually something I did not know that we had to the degree that we do until I started putting this deck together. And when I started clicking on these tabs, each one has subsections with several links in a lot of them. So there is a ton of resources and a ton of information on our financial wellness library. That's all just available for you to use for free. If you're ever, on a long flight or sitting on BART or whatever, and you need to pass some time, just scroll through some of these. There might be some great information on there for you. Our fraud center is similar to our wellness library. However, this is all about fraud prevention. So we have Patelco fraud newsletters on our fraud center that you can review to stay up to date with all of the fraud happenings that are going on right now. You can read fraud prevention tips. You can look at fraud prevention resources. You can look at our fraud prevention FAQs. Stay up to date on all of Patelco's security updates to make sure that everything is secure and strong within your Patelco account, and learn more about all the different types of scams that are out there, how to spot them, how to avoid them, how to detect the red flags, what to do if you have been scammed. It is a total comprehensive database of fraud prevention, fraud knowledge resources. And guess what I have for you guys today? A QR code that will take you to our website, patelco.org/financial-wellness/fraud-center is where that QR code takes you. It's basically just like our financial wellness library, only it is all fraud all the time. So if fraud is something that you are curious about, or maybe you have some concerns about and you just want some more information about it, this is the place to go. Again, same thing as our financial wellness library. There is a ton of information on here that can really help give you that financial knowledge and that education to help combat fraud, as it is something that is unfortunately fastly growing. I also want to talk about some member relief options that we have. So if you are experiencing financial hardship or you're having trouble making payments, we have a lot of great tools that can help ease those times for people so they do not have, their credit go to a way they don't want it to go without having, really any recourse. So a couple of different options we have for this. This is all, again, on our website under our financial wellness tab. There's a member relief section. We have a skip a pay option. So skip a pay is an account feature that will allow you to postpone your loan payment 1 month into the future, which will provide you a little bit of breathing room in case maybe you are a little bit strapped for cash during that month. You can use it twice per year if your loan is in good standing. So you have an auto loan, maybe a month happens where you had a vehicle emergency or some unexpected house expense, and you're a little strapped that month. You want to just be able to skip that payment. It's very, very easy. It's a $25 fee that just gets added onto your loan balance. The loan will still accrue interest during that time, but it does allow you to skip making the monthly payment without going delinquent or without having it affect your credit. Again, like I said, super easy, super quick to take advantage of. There's no lengthy application form. It's self-serve, so you can do it online, request your skip a payment. And as long as it's an eligible loan and you have, your loan still in good standing, you haven't exceeded two per year, it's very, very easy to do. We also have payment deferral as well as payment reduction options. So our payment deferral allows you to defer or pause your monthly payments for a short period of time. This is designed for people who face some sort of temporary financial hardship, which help keeps their loan obligations current. So we offer a traditional deferral option or an unemployment deferral if you're currently in a position where you lost your job, you were laid off, and you need some help. That's a great tool that we have so that your loan does not negatively impact your credit while you're going through that financial hardship. We have a temporary payment reduction program as well, which is a loan modification on your existing loans. And this is intended to provide our members who are experiencing a short to midterm financial hardship with a monthly payment plan that is affordable while also being sustainable for the time period that they're going through their financial hardship. So for this, monthly payment is reduced to 50% of what it is for 12 months. And then at the end of that, the return to your contracted obligation for your loan, the term might be extended, whatever. These are all things that you can opt into by reaching out to our account solutions department. And we have all that information again on our website for member relief. Fresh Start is also a program for members who are experiencing some sort of financial hardship, who are unable to resolve their total past due balance, but they do have the means to begin making their regular monthly payments. It's a program that you can put on to your loan to where if you can make 3 consecutive minimum payments on time, your loan is brought current, your term is extended, and you are, back on the straight and narrow path. And then we also offer mortgage hardship assistance as well. So this is a comprehensive foreclosure prevention program for members who are experiencing some sort of financial hardship to help them keep them in their home. So if you are somebody who is experiencing some sort of financial hardship, we have lots of resources available to help keep you in a secure state. What you don't want to do is just say, like, I was laid off, I'm experiencing a hardship, let me just let my loans all, go down the tube because I have no other option. We have a lot of options for you for short-term hardships, mid-term, long-term, different purposes. You just want to make sure that you're reaching out to us so that we know what your situation is and we can best help you stay on a good path of financial prosperity. Couple other educational tools we have on our website. Bonsai offers great financial health articles, great payment calculators, great financial courses. There's also exclusive financial bonsai coaches. This is also a platform that's available on our website. There's interactive activities. This can be great for adults or for youth who are learning about budgeting and saving and finances for the first time. Makes it very interactive and very fun to use. Our podcast, Small Talks for Big Change, for those of you who do not listen, I would recommend it. It is hosted by our wonderful Michelle Enriquez. Veronica and myself are both frequent guests on the podcast. So if you want to hear more of our lovely voices, check out Small Talks for Big Change. You can listen to it on Spotify podcasts or on our Apple podcasts. Usually 20-ish minute episodes covering various financial topics. We try to keep them pretty topical. And it's a good time. If you're driving to work and want to increase your financial scope, put on Small Talks for Big Change wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also view any of our past webinars on Patelco's YouTube channel. I have yet another QR code here for you to take you to our YouTube channel, or any webinar that you've missed or you want to go back and revisit, check out our YouTube channel and check those out as well. We are very, very committed at Patelco to giving you financial health and wellness tools, resources, education, and we want to make sure that it is all readily available to you. We also offer our virtual branch. So this was something that was rolled out around the time of the pandemic, which The pandemic was obviously a very unfortunate thing, but this was very fortunate timing for that because members who were not able to come into a branch, who didn't feel comfortable coming into a branch, are able to still have their financial needs met. And because we had such great success with it, it has now become one of our flagpole branches, and it is not even a real one that you can go to in person. We can do everything that a regular branch can do, minus checks and cash at a virtual branch. You go to our branches tab on our website, the virtual branch option will be there. You can either schedule an appointment at our virtual branch, or you can join the queue right then. It'll put you in like a little digital waiting room where one of our team members will greet you, find out what you need, and then direct you to one of our virtual branch team bankers who can then help you with joining Patelco, applying for new loans, doing account research, IRA services. You want to talk to a financial advisor, one of our certified financial specialists. All this can be done virtually. So if you're traveling or you just don't feel like leaving your bed, guess what? You can still visit a Patelco branch. It's one of our largest branches. It's a very fast growing team. They're great. I cannot recommend our virtual branch enough. I also want to remind everybody of our new member bonus. So I know a lot of you joining here today at the webinar are probably already existing members. But if you are not an existing member or you know someone who is not an existing member, we are offering a promotion where if you open up a free Patelco checking account or a Plus Patelco checking account and you put a $100 opening deposit in the account, we will give you a $50 bonus just for signing up and opening the checking account. And then if you add either one of our two money market savings accounts that we talked about earlier, add that to the membership as well, we will give you another $50. So a total $100 just for joining, free money. You just want to make sure you use this code right here, R7BK2FYR. You can do this at our virtual branch. You can screenshot this and take it into an in-person branch and show them the code. You can open it yourself on our Patelco website under the join section. Just make sure you put that code in when you open the account. And then once the account is open, that you fund the checking account with the $100 opening deposit. And as long as that happens, and there's a money market account on there, we will give you a $100 bonus just for joining. You don't have to keep the money in there for a certain period of time. Again, these aren't minimum balances. These are just opening balances to get your account started, and to give you a nice little kickback as you're joining Patelco. And before I wrap things up tonight, it looks like we're going to actually wrap up a little early tonight. So I'll give you guys about 5 or 10 minutes of your evening back. We want to hear from you. If you have questions about anything that we covered today, if you need any additional help, if you have feedback, if you say, Andrew just talked too darn much and I need him to quiet down. I know none of you would ever say that, but you know what I mean. Or if you have suggestions for future webinars that you want to hear from us in the future, feel free to shoot us a line at webinars@patelco.org. We would love, love, love to hear from you. Again, questions, concerns, comments, opinions, feedback. And you can also follow us on our socials. We are on TikTok and Instagram at Patelco CU. Give us a follow and stay up to date with all of the Patelco happenings.
So Andrew, I have a question here.
What do we got?
It says, what if I joined Patelco with a referral account but haven't received any of the bonuses?
I would stop into a branch and ask about that. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the accounts right here, so I can't check that for you. But if you send us an email with your account information or visit virtual branch or stop into a branch, provide the code that you opened with. They can either say if something was wrong on the back end, or maybe the $100 was deposited in the wrong account. They can do some more account research for you. Because yeah, as long as you open the account, put the $100 in your checking and add a money market, you should be getting that bonus.
She says, Rama says that she has a savings and checking account. Her savings account has a couple of $100. How do I open a money market savings plus account?
Yeah, you can open those online. So there's a tool on online banking where you can self-service it yourself and just apply for a new product on your membership right there. Or if you want to have a beautiful face like mine help you out as well, either visit a branch and they can do it super easily, or you can do our virtual branch and be Zooming with someone just like we are right now. And that way you can talk to the team member, make sure that they are getting you in the best product for you. But adding a money market to an existing account takes like 2 to 3 minutes. It's very, very quick to do.
So where are the financial insights at?
Financial insights are on your online banking platform. I'm going to log into mine right now so I can tell everyone exactly where to go instead of just hypotheticals. So if you're on your online banking tool, there should be like a more option. So you'll have like the Zelle, Move Money, transfers, and then there'll be more. If you click on more, there will be something called rewards and wellness. And that rewards and wellness tab has everything. So that has the cashback plus that we talked about with the gift cards. That has, if you have a points rewards card, that has your credit cards reward there as well. That'll have your FICO credit score. That will have the place where you can opt into the roundup savings if you want to. That'll also have financial insights and savings goals. So that's all going to be there on the rewards and wellness tab of your online banking.
Andrew, everybody has loved every word you said.
Oh my God.
It's just a love fest going on here in the chat. So I wanted to thank you for doing such a thorough job. I learned something new myself. I was taking notes. And everybody's giving you applause and saying that they didn't know, and they're thanking you very much. So you did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you,
never
as
disappoint,
always.
Andrew. You never disappoint.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody, and we will see you on the rebound. And thank you for taking the time to spend the evening with our wonderful Andrew so that you can know all the benefits to benefit you. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Hey you guys, hope you liked that video. Thank you for watching. For more financial wellness information, go ahead and click here to subscribe and here to watch the next video. Thank you.